listen to. I know you like to turn up like that, with a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the gut in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
You know, let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't know? You ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God of your soul. It's a price that you owe.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome, it's Monday, Be Exposed Radio, just a bit outside radio show. You know what day it is, what time it is, 7 to 9 p.m. Yes. But we're missing someone. Keisha's usually in the seat right here. She had some things going on, so she's absent tonight. But as you can see, I've been joined by frequent guest, Freddie Newman.
I'm so honored.
Always great to have Freddie.
Honored.
And also another former guest, Omar Dupree.
That's fun, very fun.
Pleasure to be back.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Great.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. My allergies are going crazy.
Oh yeah, I know, right, with the weather?
Yeah.
That time of year, it's the worst. What do we wear? It's hot.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
We love these breezy days, but for us allergy people, it's almost like suicide, you know. It hits us in the face all day long.
It was like so bad, like my sinuses were so swollen I couldn't even get the spray to go inside.
Yeah.
So you guys have fun this weekend?
I had a light weekend, actually. I just rested mostly. IND had their prom this Friday, so I did actually swing by that. I dragged my boyfriend there. Sorry. He was not enthused, but yeah, so I went to that and then spent the rest of the week chilling, and then of course Sunday is Game of Thrones Day. I don't know if we got time today to really go over Game of Thrones, but
so that's some pretty terrible prom experiences.
Keisha's been talking about Game of Thrones in the opening, so we might as well. I know Keisha's watching.
Okay.
I myself, not a Game of Thrones watcher. Mm-hmm. And the way people reacted on Facebook last night, I was kind of glad I didn't watch.
It's not as... Alright, so I've been doing this all day.
Can't give it all, don't give any spoilers though.
Yeah, you're right. No spoilers, right? It's only the day after. I mean, it's only 12 hours later. Everybody's seen it.
So,
did you?
That's true. And I know people... Alright, so, again, very rushed season overall.
Yeah.
Can't do much about that, except, I don't know, take a little bit more time, spend a couple more dollars. If you already have a massive budget, what's a few more dollars just for story? I feel like they trended towards the easy, with just like superficial twists. Like, it wasn't that like down hard, like, wow, I really did not see that coming. Mm-hmm. There was a 15 to 20 minute segment where I felt like I was watching a sitcom for a second. And I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the worst.
Yeah, I thought it was like an outtake section. I was like, is this supposed to be a part of this?
This is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I'm not a spoiler, but there was one line in the show that I feel like I can never forgive them for. And this particular character says, why do you think I came all this way for this? And it might be the worst line in like TV history in terms of the magnitude of this show. Just go home and watch it and tell me I'm wrong. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life for a show I invested 10 years.
It was like a CSI line.
They had 2 years to write this thing.
Yeah.
That's what's devastating. 2 years? I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a writer. I'm not a TV person, but 2 years.
I will agree. The plot development was kind of like, but the cinematography was great. Special effects were amazing, you know.
Give them an Oscar.
Yeah, but that's like I feel like that's most of it, though. You know, like the dragons and the mountains.
There were some cool
where they
dragon
shot
shots.
it and all. Like that was, that was
There were some cool dragon shots.
worth it for me. And ultimately, it is just a show about
It's not
dungeons
real.
and dragons.
It's not
and,
real.
and
You're right.
Kings and princesses.
Yeah,
So
it only had my heart
I
for the
mean,
last 10 years. I've only been...
it's like, what do you expect out of that for me?
So you said you felt like the season was rushed, knowing, well, Keisha's a big reader. She's read the books. Without George R. R. Martin's final book, do you think that kind of affected
I mean,
things?
I think it did, of course. Like, I mean, and I guess you're right. Like, I mean, I guess we saw he's a good writer, and maybe they're not the greatest writers. Like, I think we saw that, but I still feel like I did read that HBO was like, we'll pay for more episodes. I know its budget's big, but we'll pay for one or two more. So they had options. I feel like they didn't take them. I feel like they went right for the this conclusion to me was for the person that was like, I don't really watch Game of Thrones, but I look at the Twitter recaps the next day. So they're like, oh, I wonder if this is gonna happen, and then that thing actually happened, and they're like, yeah, this is a great show. That's what I feel like this season was like. They were really catering towards the middle.
Okay.
Is what I feel like.
Yeah.
Too tidy, too quick. Some good scenes, some surprises, some twists, but
So I didn't read the book.
a lot of dialogue. A lot of oh, we're sitting at the bar talking about this, and oh, we're sitting in this room and talking about this, and we're like, come on.
Definitely rushed. There's definitely a lot of things that happened that didn't make sense towards the end.
Too convenient.
Yeah.
It's hard to go into it without being because I want to scream about certain things, but
But man, that dragon looked real.
You're right.
That dragon looked real.
If I could imagine a dragon, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
So they've been kind of sloppy this season. A few weeks ago, there was that Starbucks cup.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard about that.
Last night, did you know the water bottle was seen?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
I saw a screen capture.
Yeah.
There was a water bottle on
There's
it?
a water bottle behind someone's leg.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And also in the episode before, so there's one character has a golden fake hand, and apparently he's hugging somebody in the scene, and you can see that he has two real hands. And so they forgot sloppy. It's sloppy. 2 years.
I mean, come on, one of the greatest movies in American history. There was a person hanging in the background.
Are you talking about Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, it's talking about Wizard of Oz.
I thought that was a miss.
Alleged.
Alleged. I saw the person. I saw her throwing us in the shadow. I was there. I was there.
I mean,
He said it turned towards him when you spit it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, props are hard. You guys have been in Iceland for 55 days. I'm not mad. I mean, it sucks. We like to think of this thing as being a perfection thing, but people make mistakes. It's kind of funny.
They're just like, we're over it.
But it
that.
just looked lazy. That's what it looked lazy, and I don't understand why. You have a ton of money. You have a huge audience. Average what? They were saying 43 million people an episode? Average?
Wow.
That's kind of why. I mean, it's like...
So
it's like
I
Kanye right
kind
now.
of don't think it's too much to ask to not have a coffee cup on the table.
They have Kanye able to make
somebody to catch
a
that.
bad record.
They're like, man,
Right.
good enough. They get it. Who? I'm sure there's people they pay to be Starbucks cup. Not really Starbucks cup, but it's right there. There's a water bottle. Jamie's hand is missing.
Things happen.
So, but I mean, if you didn't watch it, congratulations. You made it 10 years without watching one of the most watched shows of all time. Yeah, check it out. It's not bad. You will be slightly disappointed by the ending. But I think it was still better than How I Met Your Mother ending. That might be the worst ending I've ever seen in my entire life. That was bad. That was very bad.
I don't think I ever finished that last season.
Oh man, don't.
Because it was
Just stay with your happy memories right now.
It took such a wild turn from the first however many seasons they had, and it was just all over that week of the wedding, and I was like...
It was really weird, and it's awful. I just... invested.
Never saw the show.
You're not missing much.
I was sitting at home, and probably right around 9 o'clock, power goes out. And I was just it was half the neighborhood, the other half had power, and I was just thinking, man, some people are pissed.
Yeah, oh yeah. We were trying to make sure our HBO account was all squared up and everything. I was like, oh god, gotta be able to watch this at 9 o'clock. But now we know HBO probably lost, what, a bajillion subscribers last night.
Well, no, because they dropped that new, docuseries.
Oh, right, we gotta wait 2 weeks. We gotta get the full month.
Get Chernobyl going.
I do want to see Chernobyl. Chernobyl looks awesome. That's really, the new lineup of shows looks pretty interesting in those little clips. There's some new show with John Goodman and Danny McBride. I don't know what it is, but it looks awesome. I don't know. I'm gonna check that out.
It's a wild combo.
Yes, I'm like, how can they be on screen together? I don't know what it is. I think it was a carnival thing, but I'm not sure. I'm into it though.
I gotta check that out.
I know.
So you alluded offline, things are kind of winding down for the school year. What are you guys doing, in your respective fields right now, as you're winding down?
Yeah, so to close out the year, we're pretty much done with sports. We had a pretty decent spring, and now it's basically about turning everything over until the next year. It's kind of weird. You go through this year, you end, and now you're getting ready for next year, and your whole thoughts are on the next season. So, but over the summer, we do a lot of just kind of like projects around school, get things all cleaned up, get our uniforms ready, everything counted, and we're going to be doing some new things at IND next year. I'm really excited. We're going to do some media day stuff. We're going to update our website, kind of increase our social media presence. So that's a lot of work for me over the summer, but I'm really excited about it. So.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we're doing similar stuff. There's a lot of summer and fall programming, trying to get that organized and get some fundraising things set up, and do a flag football tournament, and trying to set up a bull roast in the fall. To provide some funds for the kids. Trying to launch a pilot program at one of our local Baltimore City schools. So trying to get it off the ground too. So a lot of things now that the season's ended, and we kind of shift gears and focus more on back office stuff and programming and scheduling and organizational stuff.
So the summer is just like you hiding in an office and getting stuff done.
So nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
pretty
nice.
much trying to sort it out.
It is so nice.
We'll spend some time out in the field with the kids and running programs, stuff like that, but mostly just like phone calls, meetings, trying to hustle here and there. So.
All right. We're gonna go to break. We're gonna get things kicked into high gear, but I definitely want to hear more about the schools.
Awesome.
Just be outside. We'll be right back.
Yeah, this is like.
I thought I hit the brake. Maybe not.
Are you live? You guys hear us?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, back to. It's like still dull. We need the window. That's what we need.
Actually, our old studio used to have a window.
Really?
Yeah. Well, since we're still live.
Yeah, there we go.
What was the most recent sport that just wrapped up?
All right, so we are springtime. In our spring, we run crew, actually. So we did pretty good. We had at the Baltimore Championships, which is actually down here at the BRC. It's actually really awesome that we get to have this and do that. But we did that, and lacrosse. We had a tough run this season, but we're excited about coming back next year better than ever. Softball had a really good run. They ended up finishing third in their side. And then track, I had a kid finish second overall in the 100-meter hurdles in our division, which was really awesome. We had a really small track team this year, so. But yeah, it was good. We had a couple all-conference performers and people doing some good things. And now actually we're getting ready. We're going to do our award ceremony, and we're kind of doing all that end of the year stuff. And then graduation is on the 2nd. We graduate on a Sunday night at the cathedrals. So pretty excited about that. It'll be my first graduation there.
Okay, now we're going to go to break. So hang with us, and we'll pick it up when we get back. Just outside.
I thought you was gonna have more money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told me your wife was cooking.
Well, it is what it is.
Then again, I don't think I want your wife cooking because you don't like it.
Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio. It is what it is. 9/11.
Are they ready to? I know they're not ready to accept it, but yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, how many of them are really ready to think about it like that?
None.
You know, like
I think the problem is
like
even I don't even know how we got here, but it's inbred. You're not born to hate people. You're not born to distinguish between black and white and Asian and Hispanic. That's something that you're taught. You're taught. Point blank, period. My daughter came home and told me that her white teacher was black. Maybe it's because it's how she treated her. She don't see any color. But when it comes to all her friends, all her friends are mixed. All of her friends have a white parent, black, African, Hispanic, other parent.
so.
Children don't see color. You breed your children. Not breed.
Right.
You raise your children to see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
They don't see racism.
Well, I guess
I had a little girl who had a black doll, and she said because the black dolls are prettier than the white dolls. But then I've taken a black doll and a white doll and put it in front of two kids. And it's a study that they've done before. You put it in front of two kids, and you put it in front of a kid, and you ask them, which one is the nice one?
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/8.
Like keys on the have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. We're up. Let's do it.
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoking before. But I'm in my head, I'm in the bed. I'm the one I am like I'm wearing a mask. Work them old, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. Plan for you, gonna run it back. I make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. That was all over in the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter, I'm crazy about it. Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too, yeah. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too, yeah. You know I. Look, you like getting that hit from her. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to center. Gotta dedicate this to the homie. New Orleans. Break. Said she wanna bump that. Come on, do it. Go ahead, do it.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Spit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in each and every Monday. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Check us out throughout the week on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and share the link, share the love. Sitting here with Freddie from IND.
Yes.
and Omar from Mount St. Joe's. And before the break, we were kind of talking about, how things are winding down, and the last of the spring sports, and how you've been doing. I forget where exactly we were with you.
It's pretty much done.
We're pretty much done.
We're done. We're moving forward. Graduate. No. I'm good.
No, I mean, you can talk.
It is true. I've never not said that about myself.
That is true.
So Omar, how about you? How are things like winding down? What was the end of spring like for sports?
Yeah, this year was a season didn't go as well as we expected it to go. But that's okay. We were young. We knew we were going into the season. We had a very tough schedule this year. A little bit above our playing level, but that's okay. Our guys performed well and they gave it all they got, and that's all that matters. They got better. So we're super excited about next year and the growth we have, the program, and the kids we have coming back. So that was fun, and with with my hall we got that going, and we're starting to transition to summer stuff. Like I was saying, is we took the spring off because lacrosse and our coach and all the kids play, so it was a matter of trying to find time and stuff like that. Now we have the time, and summer's heading in. I'm super excited about getting back in touch with my guys and ladies, and making a difference again. So
awesome. Since we're talking about your schools, something we usually like to do every week is called a hometown hero. So I thought maybe we could take this moment to recognize some of the players within your relative schools that made a difference in the community, made a difference in your school, or just otherwise that you want to kind of give a shout out to and highlight.
Want to go first?
Yeah. So I'll give a shout out to actually I'm going to give one to the whole team. Throughout the whole season, my guys have been involved in a number of community service things. Working with either Harlem Lacrosse or I think it was Charm City as well. And, we also did a couple of fundraisers too, Blacks for Lupus, and when we also raised some money for in the fight against diabetes. Unfortunately, one of our coaches as well, his son was diagnosed with diabetes last year. So we're trying to deal with that and cope with that. So they're doing well with that stuff. And we have Shoot Out for Soldiers coming up pretty soon, and everyone's been super involved with that. So it's hats off to all the whole guys for being involved in the community, and not, and staying involved, not like just because we're go to a private school in the city, we're not disconnected. They're staying in touch. So.
So I'm also not going to single anybody out, but yeah, I mean, it's been a great year for me working at IND, just working with just some really cool, incredible girls, and I talk about them all the time because they're very unique. I think it takes a really special person to go to IND. I think you really have to be able to kind of see your own vision and see your own path, and when they all kind of get together, I mean, the result is pretty incredible. So I'm proud to work there. I'm proud of the girls. They do a ton of work in the community and just better themselves. And our girls get great opportunities, and they kind of run away with it. So if you're looking for a high school, especially a high school athletic department, it's Institute of Notre Dame, 901 Asquith Street. Just go ahead and shoot me an email, and I'll let you know all about it. So, but yeah, it's a great community. I'm really proud to be a part of it.
Awesome. Did you want to shout out the school social media?
Oh yeah, follow us on Twitter, Athletics IND, sorry, or our school is at IND 1847, and more social media to come as we build there. So I'll let you know.
I don't know our social media.
Okay. You know what? I think there's going to be a lot to talk about, so might as well just jump into the NBA.
Let's go.
Let's go for it.
Last week, Keisha and I gave our predictions on the conference championships, and I will humbly eat crow because I thought Portland was going to put up a much better fight against Golden State than they have.
They will. They'll come back. They'll make a showing.
There's no chance.
They'll make a showing.
Zero chance. They might win a game. I'm going to give them a game. I'm not going to say Golden State's going to sweep them. And I think they win this next game. I really do. I think they're hungry. I think, obviously no one wants to get swept, especially at home. But there's zero chance that they walk out of this. So I don't see it.
Yeah, I agree. They don't win the series, but I think they come back and win 2 games. I think they come back and win 2 games. I think Damian Lillard sucks it up fights with injury. McCollum starts getting hot, and
I like
so, you know, it's a different series. You know,
when he plays well, when both of them play well, you know, they look good. But do they look good for the full 60 minutes? You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They're looking good for 3 quarters. And then Golden State destroys them.
I mean, I think if you can get Draymond Green in foul trouble, get him out early.
You can
get Klay Thompson kind of off his point, because you're not going to stop Steph. But if you can neutralize the pieces around him,
true,
and you can continue to make shots and be consistent with what you do and stick with your game plan, they have a chance to win at least 2 games.
I do. I'm gonna give him 1.
I'll give Golden State 4-2. But
Draymond looked unstoppable last night.
He did.
Or the other night.
Let's hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break.
That's okay.
And then we're going to jump even further into this. Just outside. We'll be right back.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company's missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just
Radio
wear
Show
the
every
shirt.
Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. Exactly. Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Spit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com, Facebook, YouTube. You know where to catch us, you know where to watch us. We already started talking NBA playoffs, the conference finals, and we enjoy the comments on the feed. And Keisha, she's not in studio, but she's on the feed. And, you know, she's all excited that her dad called the Golden State for the sweep. But Keisha, last week you were like, Dad, you're wrong.
Oh.
Come on, Keish.
Oh.
I think he's
I think it's between 0 and 1 wins for Portland.
I will say one thing. I think the real winner of all this is Del Curry.
Yes.
He's a real winner. Both his sons are playing, and he gets to wear both jerseys. And then he also, his wife was like, she's 26.
I saw a meme that was like, Del Curry is the dad LeVar Ball wishes he was.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly
The true champion.
what happened.
And he knows not to run his mouth.
He's quiet.
Yes.
People probably didn't even know who Del
For a
was.
player who wasn't like that, I didn't know who Del Curry
Del was
was.
balling. Del could ball.
He could ball,
But
but he wasn't like
He's not like
exactly.
super star.
Yeah.
I guess. But it is funny to see like that's
But I think both of his sons will beat him in their primes. If he was in his prime.
Yes,
for sure.
For sure. Not even close.
Yeah.
I think that's like Steph's got handles.
So we're talking about the Portland Golden State series, and Omar, you mentioned something earlier about CJ McCollum, just waiting for him to
Yeah. I was thinking that somebody go ahead.
He seemed to be like, especially in the previous round, like the impetus for Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just been quiet this series.
Yeah. I think Klay Thompson has been doing a heck of a job of D'ing him up. You know, he's in every when I watch the game, he's been all up in him every step of the way. And that guy's just a relentless defender. So.
And I think like what you were saying before, just like experience. Like Portland hasn't been there. Golden State's been there. This is like they're ratcheting up their energy. I mean, even if they start sloppy, like they kind of started sloppy in game 2, you know, like, and that was like Portland playing really well, and then Golden State comes back and takes it, and it's like, oh, that hurts, right? So like, that's a mentality piece that I don't know that Portland can survive. And I mean, that game 3, man. I mean, yeah, you kind of shut Steph off a little bit. You do some things to start, but like Draymond just made you.
It looked bad, yeah.
Like Draymond was beasting, and you got the Looney kid doing well. The Bell kid's playing. I mean, these are dudes that weren't even supposed to really be playing like that anyway.
And Portland has those traditional big guys who are just like slow and plodding up the field, up the court. And
Although I gotta say, big ups to Myers Leonard, man.
Yeah.
He's having a series.
Yeah, he's been there since Dame.
He's having a series.
Before Dame.
He only started like twice, I think. They said maybe twice in the regular season. He's having a series. I mean, he's hitting shots and getting key rebounds down there.
I think ultimately what it comes down to is just like Portland has just blown their load in the playoffs.
I think they haven't been there before.
I think they haven't been there. They won Game 7 with OKC.
Yeah.
They won Game 7
Best
with Denver.
shot ever. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they won a tough series against Denver. And you have Golden State, who didn't they sweep?
Yeah, Golden State swept.
So Golden State's coming off fresh. Portland's going off a 2 Game 7 series. And then they're playing, Golden State's playing physical with them too.
And I think that's what we saw in Game 3 is like their heart is gone. Like
I would say heart. I think it's heavy legs.
I think their heart got took a little bit.
I think it's heavy legs. And Dame's playing.
Because then, you know, it's like, oh, boys hurt, you know.
Yeah.
And he is, and I do feel bad for him, but
I believe CJ McCollum is a streaky
nobody can
scorer.
I haven't seen a team that has the efficiency of role guys that Golden State has. That's why they continue to win year after year. And let's not forget, they essentially drafted this team. This is not a team they put together really through free agency.
That's right. They don't concede away year after year now because they're role players, because they're starting lineup.
No, but I'm saying that like they're even when their role guys, I think, are the most efficient role guys in the league. Like they got dudes that randomly come off the bench that just do work and do little things. Like I'm a big Sean Livingston fan. I know it's kind of crazy.
I've been
big guard,
too.
but all that dude does is rebound. That dude just gets rebounds and like makes little plays, and he could score 11 quick points. You know, I mean, nobody else is matching up dudes like that. Their bigs are extremely active. Like nobody else's bigs. You get your starting big out of there. The backup guys like, all right, maybe they can't score, maybe they can't play defense, but I feel like all their dudes, all they do is do whatever little thing that they do really, really well, and then they just let their stars shine. Like I can get 13 rebounds and 2 points and be a dog on this.
Yeah, I don't really know if that's what they do well, or that's just what they have to do, because you have Steph Curry, who takes, how many shots Steph Curry take? 30 shots a game? KD takes 30 shots a game. Klay takes 25.
Yeah, it's crazy that they
you have Draymond. Draymond will take 15. So like, there's not enough opportunity to touch the ball.
Sure, but I just think that like,
as I am counting Boogie Cousins in there, who would.
But that's every team. That's every NBA team. Is your top 3 guys are going to shoot all the shots. But like, what do your other guys do? Do your other guys finish open shots? Are your other guys efficient with the ball? Do your other guys do the little dirt that you have to do to get extra possessions? If they do that efficiently, then yeah, I can shoot. I can go. What did freaking Harden go that one day? Like I can go 0 for 15 to start a game, and we can still be in a game or whatever the heck it is, and I can still shoot because I got that dude who's just gonna get me rebounds all day.
You have Kevin Durant,
and I would do that.
If you go over 15, he's gonna go 14 for 15.
NBA.
And then Klay Thompson's gonna go 12 for 13.
Pay me $5 million a year, I will get any rebound you want. I will kneecap dudes.
I'll do the same.
I will jump in people's laps. I will do whatever it takes, and I'll get rebounds. I don't even have to shoot. I will never shoot.
Yeah.
I will go 0 for.
Yeah.
And still be making $5 million. So that's what those dudes do, and I like it. I like seeing it.
I will say, if you could trade Klay Thompson for
you think Klay stays
for
there?
like Fareed Aminu, Portland wins this series. Golden State doesn't come close. If you make that one-person trade, it's a different
He hasn't had a
series,
good series.
and Portland wins it, and Golden State loses it.
Amino hasn't had a good series.
And he hasn't, but Klay Thompson's going to guard
That's
Steph.
interesting, man. So you think if just Klay taking Steph out, that changes the series?
Well,
Because
I think Klay is
I'm
just
seeing-
that impactful of a player that his presence as a whole overall shooting, defense, like team dynamic would help that McCollum, Lillard core get past Steph and Draymond Green. They go down.
just karma-wise, I'd like to see Klay play with Seth, just to be like, he
yeah.
played with the brothers. I think that would be pretty funny.
You think he'd like fake a pass to him?
I'd also
and
think it would be
shoot on
funny
purpose?
if he, for some crazy reason, was also like second place to Seth on Portland. I just think that would be funny. That would never happen, but Seth's had an alright series.
Yeah.
A couple good games. I mean, they're just not going to beat them. They're not good enough.
Someone asked me the other
Not good
day, you were on a court, and Seth and Steph got into a fight, and you were on one of our teammates. What would you do? I said I'd walk away.
Yeah, what about them doing? They're brothers.
And in the middle of a game, I'd walk away.
Yes, they're brothers. Let them handle that. That is not for me to get involved in.
Yeah, I'm out.
I mean, I'd probably film it, but I'm not getting involved in that.
Okay, so game 4 is going to go on tonight. Starts at 8. Who you got this game?
Portland.
Golden State. But
the sweep.
I'm going for the sweep, but I wouldn't be surprised if Portland sneaks it out. But I think Golden State wins it.
I would take a side bet that Seth Curry gets in Draymond's head and causes him to get technical.
I'll take that.
And throws this whole game off.
I'll take that.
Keisha, I want to see your response to that. She likes that side bet.
Get some.
So wait, we're just saying Draymond with a technical.
Draymond with a tech. Throw this whole game
I'll take
off.
that.
I'm going to say Golden State, even though like last week I was for sure this was going to go 7 games.
Okay.
I know this is going to sound crazy. I don't like, and this is just weird and old school, I don't like putting out the rib injury before the series is over, because to me,
I don't like it either.
to me it says like, oh, this is why we're not winning.
Yeah.
And to me it also says, oh, we're probably not going to win today.
But also, I don't like putting it out at all.
I like putting it out after, because then my reaction is, oh, that's probably why they didn't win.
That's
and
an
dude's
excuse.
real tough playing with his ribs.
To me, that's an excuse.
But when
Oh,
you
we
say
went
it during the series, like before the series is over, I know that's weird. I just think it's a psychological loss. I think it's like, oh, my guy's not tough enough to play with separated ribs, so that I gotta tell the media that's why he's not playing well.
I think that's one of those things that like you keep until
Yes.
off season,
Yes.
and it gets leaked out.
And then it becomes like
Someone leaks that he had a rib injury.
but you're sympathetic to it, like, right? Like,
If it's leaked, yeah, because if he comes out after the season, I'm thinking,
I
oh,
think
so
every
that's
week,
your
if they
excuse
come out
now.
later and we're like, oh, he had a broken rib, he had this. I'm like, every time I hear that, I'm like, all right, I get it. What a tough guy, man. That guy played through it. But when I hear it, like, and they're still playing, and it's like after a loss like that, and it's just like, oh, Damian Lillard played through it. Like, okay, but he still didn't play well. So like, now I'm feeling like, oh, y'all done. Y'all don't want to play no more. That's why.
I mean, if Vic played with a broken rib as a quarterback, Dame could play with a separated rib.
Okay, perfect
as a point
example.
guard.
Did anybody know about Aaron Rodgers' broken leg until the season was over?
Just broken leg or his rib?
Whatever he had, he was playing on something broken this
Oh yeah,
season.
no, yeah, he did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was his leg.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't say anything until the season was over. Like, it wasn't like, oh, when we lost this game,
Oh,
by the way,
right? He had a torn ACL, but yeah, he didn't say anything about
whatever,
injuries.
he didn't say anything.
Not one thing, yeah.
So last year's finals, after it wrapped up, they came out and said LeBron was hurt. And it kind of seemed like they were...
It did, but I also think in that situation, I also think that's because it's LeBron. And, like, people are looking for ways to think that he's bad. I mean, you're right. I also thought that, too, at that time. Like, come on, man. Like, but, I mean, I still think it's like, yeah, with other guys, like Aaron Rodgers, like, dang, that dude's tough. But he came out, like, what, like 2 months after the season was over? I mean, I just think with everything LeBron does, it's amplified. And I'm a LeBron person. I know I said that on the show before. I love him.
I am too.
I like him a lot. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's got a great teammate. If people disagree with me on that, but I do think that them saying about his ribs was not good. All right, other game in this series, because I'm pretty sure Golden State's going to sweep this, or in this Eastern. Milwaukee. Surprised about that win last night? The double overtime?
Yeah. I mean, I expected Toronto to take one.
Me too.
I thought it was going to go 5 games, but it took double overtime to even get that win.
I know.
It's
That's what I said.
It's going to go 7.
I think 5. To be honest, I thought Milwaukee, and of course I didn't watch the end because I was watching Game of Thrones, but when I went back and watched, I did think for a time, I watched that till like Milwaukee got it within 2 until the fourth quarter. I was like, oh, they got this. I really did think, I was like, okay, this is going to go down to the sweep.
Toronto's going to find a way to get Marcus Gasol involved. And Kawhi is going to continue to do what he's done.
Yeah, he's balling. He's balling.
And that's going to be that's going to be the big difference maker right there. And they're going to figure out Giannis, like, I mean, that Kawhi, like, experience. I'm also not thinking about Kyle Lowry. Who's been there before. Who's been there 2-3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Like Serge Ibaka, who's been there. Like, these are dudes who've been there.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, they haven't.
That's right.
So, like, you know what I mean? When it comes down to those crunch situations, like, I'm going with the G's instead of the Young Bucks. Like, Young Bucks might be able to flop down the court, but, like, the OGs, like, okay, maybe we're going to slow down right now.
I think they're more athletic. I think the Bucks are more athletic.
I agree.
Gasol looks slow, man. I don't know about anybody else.
Who doesn't look slow playing against you?
I guess so, but like Gasol looks slow.
Yeah, he is.
The Bucks are a fast team.
They're super athletic.
Yeah.
Giannis is good.
But I think it's just going to take like, that game was just like, okay, so I was like, all right, we got one on our belts now. Now we're good. Now we're good.
I'd like to think that. I just thought what Mark thought.
Once we're going to hear Kawhi's bad laugh after game 4. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I guess we go to game 3 in Toronto. That's what's next. Like, okay, Kawhi. But yeah, I think that, I don't know, I feel like it took them a lot to get that win. And I don't know that they can do that 4 more times.
Okay.
That took a lot.
You think the series is going to go 7, Omar?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it goes 6.
I mean, Toronto won 7 the series before, and they won on a game on last second, which was probably the best shot I've ever seen in the NBA playoffs in my entire life. Like, I mean,
better than Ray Allen.
Better than Ray Allen.
No way.
Better than Paul Pierce. Better than Paul Pierce's call on it as he shot it. I mean, the ball hit the rim 4 times.
That's true.
And he shot over a 7'1" dude.
And he fell into the stand. I mean, it was a good shot.
I've never seen a ball hit the rim that many times. Even
it was kind of
you couldn't recreate that even like playing out in the streets.
He was like willing it in on the side.
It was. I mean, that was almost like divine intervention. You know, when that shot fell.
God's a Toronto fan.
Maybe.
I think it was a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. He's almost freaking a switch somewhere.
Put the switch in the rim, just tilt it a little bit.
The previous series, did the Bucks? They didn't sweep.
Oh, it's Boston. They didn't sweep them.
Sweep.
It was like 4-2, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was like
5-1, 4-2.
I thought it was 4-2.
But Philly really took Toronto like to the limit.
They did.
2-7, but also like emotionally and just physically.
They did.
So it could just be like they're just tired now too.
That's what I'm saying. Same thing was going on in Portland. They're just tired.
So what are we calling? Golden State Bucks?
No, Toronto.
I think the East is still kind of up in the air. I'd like to see the Bucks go because I think it's good for the NBA. But
I would love to see like Giannis is a beast, but like Kawhi is just gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
So here's the real question. Regardless, Golden State in 5 championship.
hold that thought. Because we are going to take a break. And we're going to make our official predictions when we come back.
Okay.
Just about outside radio show.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Nigga, chose by another nigga, bitch. Damn.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
BeExposedRadio.com. We're talking the NBA Eastern Conference Finals and about to give our picks on who we think is going to take this series, Toronto or Milwaukee.
I'm going Kawhi.
I'm going Milwaukee in 6.
Emotionless in 7.
I have the Bucks in 6 also. Like,
yeah.
Then that's what I picked. Like going into the series.
Yeah.
It's just too difficult. Like Toronto. One thing that shocked me, and I mentioned it last week, was they didn't win a single game against the Bucks all season.
Yeah.
And it's like the Bucks have to have their number.
And then you got to work hard. A double overtime game is not an easy game for the win. So I got Milwaukee on that one.
Who do you have winning the finals?
It's going to be Golden State. It's not. I'm not going to watch it.
Golden State in 5. I'm calling it now. Golden State in 5.
I'm just going to wait to watch ESPN 4 days later. Watch Celebration.
you just rewind the last 2 years.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Is that good or bad for the NBA? That's always the argument.
I think it's bad.
I think it's good.
I think it's good. I mean, I think
Dynasty.
The Patriots are good for the NFL, even though I hate the Patriots.
I think parity is better.
I like parity better.
You see Golden State lose next year, they make it back. More people watch it because you're like, oh, they're gonna lose again. They're gonna win it.
Yeah, I mean, but I definitely watch more Golden State. Like, I watch the NBA more to watch Golden State a little bit more.
That first championship, it was like they were kind of the underdog as their first time there, and now they're like the team people like to hate. So I think people like to watch
a team lose. You want to see them lose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're going to, they could win the next 3 years. I mean,
they stay together.
It's reasonable to think that.
They stay together.
You think Clay leaves? That's the one I'm thinking.
If Durant stays, Clay is out.
I think Durant is definitely out. I think Durant wants to try to go win one by himself.
That's what I
think. I think that's what he thinks is a knock on him.
I think Clay is out. Clay could do what he does on any team and it'll be okay. So the thing is about Golden State, I think if you take those pieces off that team and put on different teams, I don't think Steph would do the same on different teams.
No, and I mean, but again,
if Steph did the same thing Kyrie did by himself, I think Steph would not be as successful.
no, I mean, but I don't think that many teams have essentially a starting lineup of 5 All-Stars. Like,
yeah,
that's, I mean, you can't beat that. That's not beatable long term.
But say if you trade Steph to Orlando, does he?
They're going to trade Orlando to Steph, or your team comes over here.
Do you think he's as successful?
No, I mean, I don't think. I mean, but like in the win-loss, do I think he puts up his points and has his stats? Yes. Do I think he has a Hall of Fame career? Yes. Do I think that they win as much? No.
I don't think so.
I mean, he's definitely in the Hall of Fame now.
Now, yeah.
Also, my favorite Steph story is the fact that he like just got contacts or like laser eye surgery this year. Like, yeah, that was like a big thing. Like he just got he just got his eyes fixed. Like he is the best shooter of all time.
Wow.
And he couldn't see. Like that is my favorite story. I don't understand how.
What did he get done to his eyes?
He got like either laser eye surgery or contacts, one of the two. I can't remember.
Okay.
But long story short, he couldn't see, and he was shooting lights out.
I find that hard to believe.
Maybe Steph.
Maybe comes a millionaire family.
Maybe Steph.
I find it very hard to believe.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe his eyes
Very
got
hard to
worse. Maybe he's been. Maybe he thought that's what it was supposed to look.
I find that super hard to believe that Steph Curry, multi-million-dollar man, comes from a multi-million-dollar family, couldn't find one doctor to be like, hey, bro, you can't see that well.
Google it.
Or someone be like, hey, I don't know, Mr. Dell. Steph can't read these words. Maybe he should get some glasses. You know, like in his 33 years of life, I don't know what he is.
Maybe it was reading glasses.
You know, like,
I don't know.
So Durant, pretty much sure he's going to leave Golden State. Where does he wind up? I think the talk obviously has been the Knicks.
Yeah. Do you think
career
he goes
suicide.
east? You think he goes east?
I think it goes
It
east.
could be.
You think he
doesn't
stays
make
in
it
the
west by himself.
same division as Giannis?
No.
Or does he stay west?
I don't think he wants to be in the same division as Giannis.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Because they're pretty much. I mean, they're not, but they're kind of like the same star quality guy. I don't know. I mean, some talk about Boston.
Hey, if I go to
some
New
talk
York,
about
I'm
the
going to
Knicks.
Brooklyn. I don't go to the Knicks.
I
would go to Brooklyn. They have a
Brooklyn.
better core than the Knicks. To me, the Knicks are just like a black hole.
Is this
for
the
your
year
career right
that
now.
Durant finally goes home and goes to the Wizards?
No.
They're not even in the conversation.
I know.
That's crazy.
It was big last time. Remember?
So I read an
he's coming home.
article.
Like, he's not going to
They had a
Wizards.
GM who runs Nuggets now. He used to run the Suns. He's from Baltimore. He started out in the Wizards front office. He just turned down a job to come back to the Wizards. He's off and all types of stuff.
Wow.
He's like, I don't want to come. Nah, I'm good. Good where I'm at. I'm good in Denver.
Yeah.
And you know, he drafted that whole Jamal Murray, Jokic, that whole core. And he's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know. Wizards shouldn't be bad. I mean, they have good players, and they should not be bad.
John Wall.
Yeah, he was hurt, I guess. But
So he's a
come on home,
He's a
Durant.
tumor.
Bring him back.
The tumor.
Go see Durant play in the Wizards.
Trade him.
Where's Kyrie going? That's the real thing, because Kyrie is definitely out of Boston, I think.
Yeah.
What about Kawhi? If Toronto doesn't go to the NBA championship, does Kawhi stay in Toronto?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, well, is he? Maybe Kawhi goes to Golden State. That seems to be the thing to do if you just want to win a championship. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what. I still don't understand why he really was unhappy in San Antonio, I guess. I guess figuring that out is how Toronto keeps him, essentially. That's what you want to figure out. Why was he unhappy there? I don't really know still.
Maybe I just wanted to change.
Okay, so we're going to go to break. We're going to get into some Major League Baseball. We still got more NBA to come later.
Yes.
This is the Outside Radio Show.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Andre? Yeah.
You made them. Take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real. That's the real deal.
It's period.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I mean, he's way better than.
Oh, the middle one sucks. Sorry.
Welcome back to Spit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you for checking us out each and every Monday, Facebook Live, YouTube. Share the link, share the love. We were talking about the NBA Conference Finals. We're going to get back to the NBA a little bit later because there's some big stuff going on today. But let's switch over to Major League Baseball.
Let's go O's.
Let's go O's. I wish there was more stuff to talk about the O's, but it is a rebuild.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you think the rebuild is going?
Slowly.
I think they're doing actually surprisingly well. They've been in a lot of games defensively. They've been hitting really well. Pitching is just dreadful.
Gave up another 10 the other day.
I mean, it's like you could put a 12 under softball team out there, and they'd throw faster. They'd throw a lot better than what these guys are doing. So
it's always been the Orioles thing is pitching. I mean, we're just not
Moose left.
I mean, we just don't want to pay anybody. That's the bottom line. I mean, it is what it is. If you don't pay for people in baseball, you don't win. And we got guys. You're right. I do think we got guys that over time are going to be decent. Like I think there's some exciting guys out there. I think there's some guys that are fun to watch out there. But like with that, then you also get like crazy errors like we had the other night. You know, and like it's hard if you don't. I think in the beginning of the season, the first 2 months, like we had like 2 games where a starting pitcher went into like the 6th inning.
Yeah, no, that's
like,
much.
What?
I mean, we're blowing the MLB out and total home runs given up.
Yes.
Like by far, it's like by 20 or plus to the second best team. Like it's absurd. We're almost averaging like 2 home runs a game. Like that is wow.
Yeah, so if we could stop doing those things, we'd be good. You been to a game yet this year?
A few, yeah.
I have not been to a game yet.
Were the tickets free?
No.
$3? Were they giving away tickets yet?
No.
They're like, please come.
And I got my son signed up for the Orioles dugout clubs.
Nice,
cool.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, I usually try to go to like one a month. I haven't been. Last 2 seasons been definitely down.
Well, Keisha and I, we did opening day this year. And that was
no way, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I always like to go the day after opening day.
I haven't been doing
That's the
opening day.
like, not many people go to. It's still fun. So.
Well, that Sunday was also kids opening day.
Yeah.
So
It was just like, oh,
yeah.
maybe next year. You gotta take off opening day quick at my job. Like, people had that thing off like months in advance. Yeah, they're like putting it.
I feel like this is also a really good time. Like, if you have kids and you're going to start them getting into baseball, start taking them to Oriole Stadium right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
tickets are
those
cheap for everybody. You
those
can get
games are
family
fun.
tickets and like you can have a good night out. And
Those
not
games
spend
are
a lot of
fun.
money.
They're always gonna be fun.
Once they start winning, then like things change. You know, now it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
ticket, hot
I can
dogs,
sit in this whole
soda,
section.
$10, you're good.
We could be behind home plate in 7 by the seventh
Yeah.
inning. Like,
And I do want to apologize because last week I totally had my dates mixed up. Tomorrow is the Game of Thrones night at the Royals.
that is true. Yep, the 21st. Are you going?
What's that
No.
mean?
So they're doing the Oriole bird on an Iron Throne. It's kind of cool. I guarantee that thing will be on eBay and it'll be.
Oh, they're giving it away.
Yeah, it's a bubble. Well, you have to get like
Is it a
special
bobblehead?
tickets.
You have to get a special ticket for the
Yeah.
bobblehead.
Oh.
Yeah, so
okay.
it's like you get your ticket and then another ticket, but like everybody's gonna get that.
Oh.
Although maybe not after the finale last night. Maybe people are gonna throw that thing away.
Oriole bird on a bobble.
It looks cool.
Game of Thrones.
It looks pretty cool.
Bobblehead.
I'm not gonna lie. I got the Star Wars one last year. That was kind of cool.
I missed Star Wars night this year. Like it was supposed to rain, and like I kept on putting it off. And Keisha and I were gonna go again, and I was like, man, I'm just not even gonna because I live up in Bel Air right now. So
Oh yeah.
Pay for parking.
No.
That's a hike.
Nope.
Yeah, get stuck in the rain, walking back to the car
Nope.
with my son. I'm
That was what you
You're
said.
like, I cannot do this. But yeah, so those are not good, but they're fun to watch. And please, Peter, please pay for some pitching, please. It's okay.
It's the Suns now. His kids have.
You're
control.
right.
Yeah.
So
So-
hopefully we'll see some changes.
I don't know. I mean, they've been sticking to the family formula so far. I just pay somebody. We have the money.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't have the money. We're like one of the
It'll take a couple
top.
years. They'll have to hire another coach. You know, for
Do
like.
you like the guy? I actually like him a
I
lot.
like him, but then I feel like there's always like a guy that they have in between the good guy. You know what I mean? There's like that guy who like absorbs all those winless years, and then they fire him and bring the other guy, and then all of a sudden the success comes, and the other guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're that stopgap. That's
Well,
what
according to
is that stopgap.
Buck Showalter legend, we should have won the World Series because after he leaves, allegedly his team.
Well, the Yankees was 2 years after he left.
Yeah, so that should be
The Diamondbacks were the year after.
this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Or next year.
Oh yeah, we get it next year. Come on, Buck. 1, 2, and 3. Give us the World Series.
What's he doing right now?
That's a good question. I don't think anybody picked him up, did they? I don't know.
No, I thought he was contemplating going back in the booth.
Really? I would listen to Buck Showalter speak about baseball for hours.
I guess, have you guys seen Jim Palmer recently? He looks pretty good.
Yeah, Jim's
Sometimes like you see him and
He has massive games.
he looks rough. Like he looks like he's half in the bag.
HD is not kind to everybody.
Like it's
you know, that's the one.
So like I'm a cord cutter, so I don't get massin.
Me too.
I listen on the radio, and on Facebook, everyone's always complaining about Jim Palmer's commentary.
Yeah. Sometimes
He's
it's like,
getting up there. Like he's.
It's like, is he? Do you think if he's like wasted on the air? Because sometimes you look at him like, man, he's been in the bag for 3 days. Like he needs to go to sleep. You know, but like, well, yeah, he has his months where he looks healthy and his skin looks good, and other ones he's just like, man, Jim, like, put the bottle down, bro.
What's going on, Jim? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm always devastated about not having Masson anymore, but I do think that's a direct correlation for me not going to as many games.
Speaking of Masson, the Orioles lost their court case against Nats.
Arbitration.
They're trying to have that court case at verdict thrown out and have another arbitrator.
What do they say? They have to split it.
Are they
right?
going in?
Well, the Orioles are trying to have a third arbitrator because they had two. The second arbitrator came in and awarded the Nats $3 billion less than what it was. So it was like 298, and they got them 295. So the Orioles are trying to get like another three. It's like three different people who are like MLB execs or like business people who are deciding on that.
Well, from what I read, like going back to 2012, they would owe the Nats $100 million, but then like going through the books and everything again, they said the number is pretty much like 60 to 80.
Yeah,
but that's still a good chunk.
That's a good
comes
chunk
out of
of
the
money.
Orioles' coffers.
Right, like that's.
I mean, that's
and now we can't buy pitchers.
That's. I mean, if we did like a shovel or like
Right.
a donkey of the day, that would be mine. The Nats for signing that doggone contract in the very beginning. That gave Orioles all the rights.
Right, I know.
You know what I mean?
I talked about it a couple weeks ago on the show. Keisha and I did.
Yeah.
And it's all on the Nets and Major League Baseball, really, because if you recall, when the Expos moved to D.C., they were owned by Major League Baseball.
Right.
Major League Baseball just wanted to get in the D.C. market.
Exactly.
They signed that deal, and then they sold it. And now the new owner's like,
what is
that's a crappy
this?
deal.
Right, like, what is
terrible.
this?
You know,
Well,
Orioles just trying to
Sorry, guys.
whatever stack that dough so we can
Yeah,
sign them
seriously.
expensive players when they come
Sign
up.
that deal so we can trade for a bunch of prospects and never get a starting pitcher.
I also like to say that like the Orioles players that left last year are all doing really well.
Of course, that always happens.
Jonathan Scope is on the he's killing it on the
Of
Twins.
course.
The Braves are doing well.
Yes.
I mean, the Phillies, like, all of them are going on
Adam
teams
Jones
that are
got pie in
like,
the face the other night.
yeah, they're on teams that are just
He
like
had the pie in
succeeding.
his face.
Like Scope comes home and like kills us. Like he hits
I
home
know.
runs and like
And then Manny still being Manny. You know, Manny broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. He did break my heart a little bit. Cause
he should have stayed. We should have kept him.
well, I mean, you knew we weren't gonna pay him, and you knew he wasn't gonna stay. But at the same time, like, I feel like when he left, and he kind of made it seem like, oh, Baltimore didn't treat me right. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, the team maybe, but like, this city loved you, Manny, and you can't say we didn't treat you right. Like, we loved you, still do, still hate watching you throw them from third. He is ridiculous at baseball.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Playing for the Padres.
And he seemed to have elevated the Padres a little bit.
Of course,
they're doing good.
It's the. I mean, you shake those Orioles off, man. You go somewhere and you just do some damage. It's amazing what happens.
Speaking of throughout other Major League Baseball teams, just a bit outside, we'd like to do the who came through and who's booty huff.
Ooh, yeah.
So I got to ask you. We'll start off with the booty huff. Do you have any booty huff picks of the week? Let's go, Omar.
Booty huff. Okay. Just explain me what booty huff is one more time.
Booty huff is like who's not.
Okay.
Who didn't come through.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
You go first then.
All right.
I have to think about this one for a second.
So-
I had a couple.
I'm gonna switch gears. It's not gonna be baseball related. My booty huff of the week is the Maryland Virginia lacrosse referees who called a goal on a shot that clearly hit off the pipe, and Maryland loses in overtime.
What?
Yeah, that was a devastating call. To be fair though, Maryland was up 5. They shouldn't have let Virginia back in. Shouldn't come down to that. But bad call. Devastating on national TV when you're trying to legitimize your sport. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Like this is kind of like too easy at this point. You know, it's been like almost like what is this, like 45 games in, and it's been kind of like constant harping on this one dude. But I'm gonna have to go with Chris Davis again.
Ooh.
You know, and there's multiple strikeouts again in another game. Yet again. Like at some point, I feel like this law of averages would have given him more hits than he has right now. It's like he's actually trying to not hit the ball, right? I mean, you make $100 million and you just start throwing your bat into the trash can or something. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Yeah, but he gets mine. Someone says mine is a trailblazer. Trailblazers.
The Trailblazers.
Not finished yet. Not finished yet.
On Chris Davis though, like after he broke the streak, like he did really great.
Yeah.
Up until like 2 weeks ago, post streak, he was batting like 400.
Yeah, he was doing well.
And then like just the last week and a half has been horrible. Yesterday he went 0 for 4. I think all strikeouts.
Maybe you should talk to Tiger Woods or something. See what he did.
Well, Tiger didn't have such a good.
Tiger had a rough weekend. I was okay with that.
He cut on Friday.
Yeah, he did. He was like, all right, he's sitting at plus 4. I'll say, oh good. Yeah, Tiger had a rough weekend.
Trailblazers can't.
My booty huff. I'm gonna go to the Mets. The Mets were looking pretty good, and then suddenly they just have slumped hard. 5 losses in a row. They're just looking horrible.
Call up Tebow.
It's the Mets.
Tebow's having a slump too. He just barely hit his first home run of the season.
He'll still be better. I want Tebow.
Is he AAA still?
Yeah. Bring up Tebow.
I don't know if he's not even to call
It's the only way I watch the Mets. That's why you put him in the organization, right? So we watch.
Speaking of baseball,
he wanted to play baseball.
Sure, dude.
I might have to get mine actually Kyler Murray.
I wish.
I might have to get my booty hot to Kyler Murray.
Really?
Yes, for playing for the Arizona Cardinals as opposed to Oakland Rays. You skip the guaranteed baseball money
that's an interesting
to go
thought.
with the NFL money.
And you could break your entire spine tomorrow.
One of those dudes falls on you the wrong way and you're smashed.
And you're done.
I can't fault him though. Like if that's his passion, football.
But you get, he gets football money. What was his guarantee? He hasn't signed a contract yet, has he?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know number one picks are like a couple million, but like it's all like it's incentive based.
How sad are you for Josh Rosen?
Baseball is guaranteed no matter what.
That's true.
That's
Cardinals did Josh Rosen dirty.
That was awful to watch. That was like embarrassing.
The GM didn't talk to him before the draft, after the draft, during the draft.
I can't wait to see the Cardinals.
Maybe it's good for him.
I love Larry Fitz.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play for an organization that would treat me like that.
I want
their number one pick last year.
I want you to just let Larry Fitz go to another team because I want this team to lose so bad how he treated that dude.
Larry Fitz too loyal. That's why he's going to the Hall of Fame.
The coach they hired.
He's a dinosaur.
He's. Oh my goodness.
You don't talk about Larry Fitz unless it's Hall of Fame.
All right,
you're right.
Let's hold that thought. We're gonna do our Who Came Through when we come back from break. Just But Outside radio show.
I love doing this, right? It's so fun.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be the man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you want, we got so hard. Don't let it. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, it's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen this less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all the homies head. I could wait for your response, but they love to hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Niggas delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your man shown. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new. Take a break from a broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you like. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
They play in the first round, Belmont or something. Well, Belmont was good. I mean, it's all
Just a bit outside radio show. My microphone fell down. You're checking us out on YouTube, Facebook. Listen to us, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Get on their microphone. There we go. We got our booty house out of the way, but who came through for you in the world of sports this week? Freddie.
Let's go with Brooksy Koepka in golf, man. What a round. What a day. Coming off a tough Masters loss, kind of hung in there and kind of fell off at the Masters. Coming through and winning the PGA in that fashion, that was pretty amazing. So.
And he had such a big lead that he ended up 3 over par for the day on Sunday.
And still just destroyed. So good for him. That's a good win.
Yeah.
I like it. Not a fan of the Nike hat though. The straight down Nike. We were talking about that the other day.
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about that.
Not a big fan of
the Nike straight up and down. It makes me feel like I have to turn my head on TV.
I'm going with Trey Mancini.
Big
Trey
boy Trey.
Mancini has been hot. Producing for the O's, and we were just talking in the break. We all have a feeling that he's going to be gone pretty soon and be being hot for somebody else. To watch him come into town and hit home runs on us. But he's been producing, especially after that injury. So.
I think he just got his 10th home run of the season.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and
that's
he's
what it
been
was.
Like hitting streaks.
Yeah. Boy Trey.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
So the slowest dude out there. You think he's like unathletic, the way he runs, but the dude can play some baseball. So.
My come through, sadly, is going to be the Yankees, which I hate to give.
They're playing well.
They've been playing well, and they came up and took the AL East lead from the Rays this weekend. Swept them. No, they took 2 out of 3.
They're just, I can't even. I turn the TV when they're on. I can't even watch them. But yes, they are playing really well.
But thankfully, the Orioles are up 5-1 on them tonight.
Let's go!
Play well against the Yankees.
Let's go, Rose!
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Let's see. Let's get into the division leaders. Who do you think has the staying power of the current MLB division leaders?
Let's see here.
Where do you want to start? You want to start National League?
Let's start National League.
All right. East Coast, Phillies have the lead.
I think they.
Bryce Harper, Adam Jones. Is he in Philly?
He's in Arizona. Diamondbacks.
Jake Arrieta. Harper had such a slow start to the season.
He did.
I think the Braves.
But he's on fire right now.
And the Braves aren't.
You have the Braves. I was gonna say I'm not convinced.
I think they're deeper.
The Phillies stay up there, but
I think the Braves are deeper.
I hate the Braves, but I can see the Braves.
I can see the Braves sneaking in there. But I'll take the Phillies.
I wonder how Gotham's pitching for the Braves right now. 6-7 years. It's terrible for those.
Well, he should be coming off of a 5-game suspension right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Threw at a guy. Oh,
can't do that.
No.
Come on, sir. You guys got Braves. I'm gonna say Phillies ride it out.
Okay. And on Central, you got the Cubs up on top by a game and a half of the Brewers.
Okay, this is a great division. I really do. It's a fun division. I think St. Louis is not a bad team down in there. I think the Cubbies stay on top, though. I think they are just kind of experienced, and I'm interested to see that race with Milwaukee, but I think the Cubs stay up.
Yeah.
We call it now. The Reds climbing up that ladder.
You like the Reds?
Late season swing. Cincinnati's going to do it.
That is a tight division.
It's not a lot. It's not like I can't do it. It's very doable,
Yes, and it's a tight division. I don't know. I just like the Cubs, which again, in my lifetime, holy crap.
Yeah.
We're like, the Cubs. Cubs are gonna win the division. Cleveland World Series again. What? That's pretty awesome. It's kind of cool.
And you can never count out the Cardinals. Like they always. They have the Cubs number every year.
They're sleepers in there, and I think if they stay, this is a very tight division right now. And so much baseball left to go.
Yes.
That's the
25%
crazy
of the season over.
That's the crazy thing. We're a quarter of the way through the baseball season with 45, 47 games, and that's just nuts.
So is this a toss-up or?
I'm gonna go with I'm going Cubs at the top. I say Cubs.
Okay. Reds still going
You got Reds. I think this is a toss-up division. I think anybody wins it.
I go Cubs just because I do like the Cubs.
And they're fun. It's fun to watch. Oh yeah, it's always fun.
NL West, which is also a great division.
Okay, I gotta go. This is another phenomenal division and very tight. I'm gonna go with the Padres to get up there.
Really, man, he's gonna beat them.
You know, I'm mad at them. You know,
LA's too deep. They're way too deep.
They are deep.
They're way too deep. They lost Manny, and that's pretty much all.
I like seeing the Diamondbacks up there. I like seeing Apple up there, getting a chance to get some glory.
Yeah, I actually don't.
I mean, they're not gonna do it in orange and black. No matter how good of a team we put together.
Yeah.
It's just not a baseball town.
True.
I don't know. I mean, you just can't play there. Yeah, I'm going Padres.
Wow.
It's like Manny's defense down the stretch and everything's come together.
LA on that one.
Really.
LA is like such a strong team.
They're
too.
so good.
Yeah.
I want the Diamondbacks just because them and the Rockies have actually given the Dodgers, great games this last couple seasons. The Rockies are shit right now, but the Diamondbacks are looking good.
Tell you what, that stadium though is beautiful
Who?
in Denver.
Oh,
the
Denver.
Rockies, where it's situated, and how it's amazing.
Is it near the football stadium?
Yeah, it's near right.
You know, Keisha's actually on a quest to go to all MLB ballparks, and she did go to Denver.
Awesome. We're doing NFL stadium.
Really?
Yeah. So we're going to Seattle this year. I'm very excited. I can't wait. Seattle's gonna be.
That's gonna be a loud stadium.
I cannot wait. I'm excited. But we did London a couple years ago, and that was awesome. I'm definitely doing Mexico if we ever do Mexico.
They're never gonna go to Mexico again.
I know.
With that field condition.
But I heard it's on the. Isn't it on the schedule for this year?
Probably.
But it's like that was bad. I was like, ugh. Where did they end up playing?
They brought it back to the States.
Yeah. Did they play at Texas Stadium?
I think so.
Or I don't know where they were. I don't know. Yeah, I feel bad.
Let's switch over to American League. Let's stick in the West, though.
All right, the West.
Houston,
Astros.
I mean, that's a Elias rebuild.
I gotta say Astros. That Astros team is pretty sharp, and
Yeah, I mean,
they put the Springer's playing pretty amazing, and
made 9-1 in the last 10.
yeah, you gotta go.
16
Houston.
and 4 at home. I mean, you can't man, this get bad for that division.
Plus 92 differential.
Yeah, they're kind of running away. They're kind of running away with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go to take a break, and we'll finish up these last two when we get back. Just the Outside Radio Show.
Yeah, that Houston team. That Houston team is pretty much a World Series built team.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. the game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right. They were going into that National Series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for tonight.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm gonna talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have, well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're
in your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Spin Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. The NBA, the Warriors Trailblazers start at 9, so it's going to be nice to get out of here and go catch the
sweep.
Catch the sweep. Let's see, the Orioles still, the Orioles scored again, 6-1.
Hey!
Orioles are kicking it up.
Thanks, guys.
Let's wrap up this baseball talk because we got some WTS coming up. So, American League Central, you got the Twins up 4.5 games over the Indians. What do you think? Do the Twins have the power?
I got Scopey. Yep.
You got Scopey? I do like him. Yeah, let's go with the Twins. They're up.
Atlantis Day.
I don't really see a lot of damage in this division here.
Cleveland.
Kansas City's taking a little tumble the last few years.
Oh god, yeah.
After the World Series.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the good old AL East.
Orioles Magic.
Like I said earlier, the Yankees just took the lead of the division. The Rays have been holding it the entire season so far. Get back up there.
I think
that's what a depleted lineup, though. Yankees been doing it with a lot of hurt players.
I think this is one of the strongest divisions in baseball still. When everybody's playing, when people are playing well. I mean, even Toronto's not a bad team. I mean, we're bad, but I still think. I don't know, it just feels like a Yankee year. I don't know, something's in the air, maybe it's a little crisper, I don't know. But it feels like a year where the Yankees are going to take it. And I think it's going to be a fight. I think it's going to be hard. I don't think they stay up the whole time, but I think they finish strong, and I think they take it at the end.
Think the Red Sox can challenge them?
Yes, so can Tampa Bay. I just think it's going to be one of those things where somebody's ahead in June and somebody's ahead in July, and the Yankees come out on top in August, and it's going to come down to the last couple series. And maybe we see some October fireworks or September fireworks. Maybe a little Yankees-Red Sox fight. We haven't had one of those in a while. Maybe have a little bench clearing brawl in September or October or something. And but I think the Yankees squeak it out. Who you got?
Omar?
I think the Yankees are going to take it. When they get healthy, I think they're just going to get rolling again. They've been playing well. I mean, the Orioles have been at kryptonite this year. But
Yeah, we had
no one else
played well against the
No one
Yankees
else can
this year.
stop them. I mean, I believe they're probably going to Boston and play New York again and win, but then lose in the playoffs like last year.
Oh, that's interesting.
But yeah.
You call them Red Sox to the series?
No. I'm not calling Red Sox to the series. I'm never calling Red Sox to the series.
Yeah, they've been real annoying since they started winning series.
Hopefully, sell that team to New
I liked it
Mexico.
better when they didn't win in 90-something years. It was more fun.
Just move the Red Sox to New Mexico.
It's like, better luck next year.
Yeah.
And now it's like, Tom Brady. God damn it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in agreement with Freddie. Like the Yankees probably. I mean, they always do it.
Mm-hmm.
They look good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
They play well down the stretch. They win in the later months, and they have millions more dollars than everyone else.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of guys out. Like I was watching them play the Orioles the other day. They came up with a lineup, and I was like, "Who are these people?" They just had their whole you know what I mean, AAA team come out and play the Orioles, and then still beat them.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like we're gonna rest all of our guys.
Yeah, like not one person. No Judge, no.
Yeah, they're all.
Nobody.
Who we playing today? Oh no, y'all are on break. Yeah, I can take the day off.
So I want to move it along, and I want to get to our weekly WTF section because there's some WTFs going on in the world of sports right now.
Yes.
And today had a really big bombshell come out in the world of the NBA, and Magic Johnson, he was on First Take today. Today it happened.
Oh, this was on live TV.
Live TV.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Former Lakers president of basketball operations was on First Take Monday. Said that GM Rob Pelinka was part of the reason for his departure, as the general manager was stabbing him in the back in a position that he felt he was losing power. I wasn't having fun coming to work anymore, the Lakers legend said, especially when I got to work beside Pelinka, knowing that you want my position. If you want to elevate yourself, I'm all for that, but there's a way to get that, and it's not talking about the person that's above you. He said that numerous agents had called him and told him that to watch out for Pelinka. Though he never tried to fire the general manager, he wanted to bring in his own coach, Tyronn Lue, who was was talked about. He wanted to get rid of
Walton, yeah.
Which happened eventually.
Right.
And Ty Lue was the number one talk when the job was vacant.
Yes, and also that situation was insane. The Tyronn Lue situation was also insane.
Absolutely. Let's see. I didn't like the things Pelinka was saying behind my back, that I wasn't in the office enough. So I started getting calls from my friends outside of basketball saying that these things were being said to them, not just in Lakers, into the media and so on. Let's see. Johnson resigned April 9th. This part I didn't even know. He resigned after meeting with Jeannie Buss 3 times, trying to persuade her to fire Luke Walton. He said that he liked Walton. He pointed things out to her that he did well and things that he didn't do well. I said, listen, we got to get a better coach. I like him. He's great, former Laker, the whole thing. But Buss was him and Hod, and that's eventually what made him leave, because he saw that the power was eroding in his position.
Dysfunction.
Sounds like that's what happens when you have a man as a billionaire and part owner in other franchises, working for an owner. He wanted to do it his way.
Do you not think Magic Johnson did not want the Lakers to be successful?
I just think Magic Johnson wanted to do it his way, and it wasn't his thing to do it his way. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like to hear this if you own the Los Angeles Lakers. You don't like this out in the press. It's kind of a red flag if I'm a player, which they need right now. Makes your players less desirable. You got a guy, I mean, it remains to be seen. I mean, I'm always kind of about GMs. I mean, you really only know GMs if they're doing really, really well or they're doing really, really badly. So, I don't know much about this guy. I do know if this article, if it's true, what Magic is saying, he's probably not long for this career, because he can't.
He did hire 2 head coaches.
Yeah.
He did hire Jason Kidd as an assistant.
All right, so let's think. Do you like Vogel better than Blue as a choice, as a coach?
I don't like
Do
Vogel.
you think Vogel can coach LeBron?
I think Jason Kidd would do better.
Also, what are you doing? Why do you have 2 head coaches on your coaching staff? Also, what GM is like, yeah, we're going to hire you. I don't even do this for my high school. When I hire a coach, I'm not like, oh, by the way, these are the assistants you're going to have.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
when we were talking about the Orioles, you mentioned Brandon Hyde as a stopgap between coaches, between the bad and the good. Maybe Vogel's in to help restructure the Lakers, and then they're just going to say, oh, Jason Kidd is our coach now.
Maybe.
Do you think Vogel... I mean, Vogel's not a bad coach, right? He's not...
No, he's not like Lakers level, though.
Right. But, like, what is Lakers level right now? Lakers are bad right now. What is Lakers level? Can the guy coach LeBron? Can the guy coach the cast of characters around?
Popovich is probably the only Lakers level coach you have right now.
Yeah.
And Pop is
like, do you entice Pop to come to LA?
Pop ain't leaving San Antonio.
No.
Why? He's not leaving.
Well, I'll tell you what. I could definitely go for a different Pop quote every single night.
I love listening.
Because you know he's gonna go off on some reporter after the game with something.
I don't think Pop can handle LA media.
No.
I don't think he wants a camera in his face.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't like to hear that. I don't like to hear that if I'm a fan. I don't like to hear that if I'm a player considering this. It sounds petty, but it sounds exactly like what's been going on in the Lakers organization the last few years. Genie, get control of your organization. Are you in?
That looks like
Are you out? Are you involved? Or are you not involved? Do you trust your guys? Do you not trust your guys?
Yeah.
But whatever it is, you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You can't alienate Magic frickin' Johnson from your organization.
Didn't the owner, her husband die? He was the one that was like really running it.
Jerry Buss?
Yeah.
Jerry, yeah.
Didn't he die?
It's her.
3-4 years ago?
Yeah, it's really. I mean, she's new. I mean, and the only reason I say this: are you making decisions? Are you behind the scenes? Are you public? Or are you private?
Does she know basketball?
Because everything that I've seen handled the last few years with them has been the height of dysfunction.
And there's talk of them maybe trading LeBron, and then LeBron's known for power struggles, and he's not even involved in this.
Yeah, and I think
LeBron can be traded though. He has a no trade clause in his contract, doesn't he?
I don't believe. I don't know.
No, the one in Cleveland he did. I think that's like his thing.
Yeah, and he normally signs, he signs 1 or 2 year contracts, which is smart. I think LeBron wants to be in LA. I think that it has nothing to do with basketball. I think he wants to build his life in LA. So I think LeBron is at a point in his career where he would, maybe not publicly yet, but where he'll behind the deal, he'll make some concessions. I think that it's important to him that he is known as a team guy. I know that's weird because he doesn't see it, but I think that's important to him. I think that's something he wants to be known as, even if he is or isn't. But at the end of the day, you can't have 2 head coaches on your bench if we're assuming Jason Kidd is a head coach, which I think he is. You can't have a ridiculous coaching contract negotiation just blow up in your face and go public, where it's obviously the guy that LeBron would have picked between Vogel and Lou. I think LeBron is picking Lou, right?
I mean, ultimately, at the professional level, none of that stuff has any true bearing on your. If you're an athlete, has like the contract negotiation with the coaches has no bearing on what you do.
Yeah, but I think for a guy like LeBron, he wants to have a say in who his coach is because he wants somebody that he can be in charge of in some way.
It doesn't really matter though.
You still got Lonzo Ball on your damn team, and you still.
What was the dude before that came in after Spolstra for the Cavs? And the time that he tried to sub. No, not before Spolstra.
Yeah.
They tried to sub LeBron out. LeBron like will wave him off. I'm not coming off the floor.
Yeah, that was young LeBron.
I ain't going nowhere. LeBron would do the same thing now.
That was young LeBron, man. Yeah. This is dad LeBron. I'm into dad LeBron.
Receding hairline LeBron.
Yeah, dad LeBron coaches AAU games on Sunday. I'm into that guy. He's not gonna wave a coach off. He does.
LeBron did have a receding hairline when he was 19. He had a.
It's been looking rough the last couple of years.
It has been looking rough.
The hair clubber man is nowhere.
Just let it go, man. You're alright. We're alright. We still ride with you.
Team Bus, Lakers, WTF.
Yeah, what are you doing? Fix it.
Mine was going towards the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh.
So I saw a headline article today that Big Ben said that he was way too critical on Antonio Brown.
Wait,
throughout the season.
Big Ben said that himself about himself.
Big Ben said that himself that he was too critical on Antonio Brown throughout the season. In hindsight, he says this.
So someone finally hit Ben over the head and said, "You're not throwing to Antonio Brown anymore, you idiot! Shut up!"
And it's your fault.
Somebody finally told him.
Finally realized.
I think Antonio.
The Steelers are in such a dysfunction that
I think Antonio needs to do some soul searching now. I know, man. I'm prima donna receivers. I know, but like.
But the thing
why
is,
do you have to go after Juju though?
Prima donna. The dude is a relentless worker.
Oh, he's a baller.
No one works harder.
I want
than
him on my team.
No one hustles harder than him. Yeah, he has his own issues, but like that is the type of dude who he used to come first, leave last, and is always selling himself out. That's the guy you want.
Yeah, but then it's like he kind of knows it, so he's not like humble about it.
Well, I mean, so, think about it like this.
That's why I'm like, all right.
If you look at it like this, like a dysfunctional team like that, where you have the head coach, not really the head coach, quarterback doing this, and like you kind of like allowed to do whatever it is that you can want to do. I mean, wouldn't we all let our personality show a little bit if it wasn't necessarily aligned with the team? If no one's checking you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough because all of these dudes are number one dudes, and it's all alpha male and all that stuff, and some of these dudes are nuts. And I think there's like certain, but I mean, Antonio Brown can't act like he wasn't the number one receiver there, and he can't act like he's on a dog there. But I do think that Ben did not throw him the ball that much, as much last year, and I think Juju kind of took some thunder, and I think Antonio can't handle that, and that's where it is.
I think that was on purpose.
But I think also Ben, come on, Ben's getting old, and it's crazy to me that they signed him to. The WTF to me is the contract extension that they signed him to.
That was on purpose.
This dude's old.
Mm-hmm.
So basically that was telling Antonio, we don't care about you. We don't care about you being in, and that I don't understand.
Well, I think a lot of that, it wasn't necessarily just the contract. It was just how they ran the whole thing and how they let it get to where it was.
Ben kicked Antonio off the field.
A lot of his things from watching his interviews and stuff was just how, well, necessarily what Ben did, but it was the culture and the team that they allowed him and other players to do things and not be accountable for doing it. Whereas other players were held accountable and they weren't held in the same regard.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that is okay when you're in high school and you have somebody that really cares, but it's a business, bro. That's my whole thing with all of these guys. Yeah, I get it. You guys want to act like the same team rules apply, and in some regard they do, but.
I mean, they should.
Ben's team.
They should apply. They should apply regardless because Ben is not.
If they win,
he makes mistakes too. He makes bad decisions.
If they win this year, if they
he makes mistakes.
This year, if they go far in the playoffs this year, is anybody saying anything about Ben Roethlisberger?
Yes, they are.
No
they
way.
Still are.
No,
they have
way.
And that's the problem.
No,
that's where it has gotten to where it is now because no one has checked him at the door because he's been successful.
What'd Juju do? Why did he go after Juju? What'd Juju do to him?
I mean, I don't know the relationship between him and Antonio
Brown.
Brown.
After him on social media.
Maybe it's something they had to do.
He's like, this dude cost us our season.
Well, that has nothing to do with being held accountable as a player outside of that.
I just think that for $1 million
and team culture wise,
I'm gonna ball. I'm gonna get mine. I hope our team wins. I'm gonna work hard to help our team win. But I'm not gonna cry because the quarterback is a baby.
So I gotta say, I'm very shocked that Big Ben said that.
Yeah.
The Steelers have been really good at hiding their dysfunction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Antonio Brown then goes to the Raiders, who are nothing but
dysfunction. Right.
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna go to break.
Oh man, these breaks come up.
It's wrapping up. Got one more segment to go. Just an Outside Radio Show.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. But I mean.
was the one for me. Ever since then, we been vibing on some chemistry. It's just a matter of time. I know she feeling my vibe. I got the keys to the ride. She put her hand on my thigh. She got that look in her eye. SL what I'm riding. Royalty call me highness. All day and overnighted. Cause it's crunch time when I'm grinding. This Adderall got me nauseous. Proceed with caution. Tired of late, I'm exhausted. Poppin' Zanny Zan, sipping out the faucet. I'm confused, don't know what I'm doing. Wait, what I'm doing? Got me going where the f I'm going. Out of space where I'm f going. Wait, where I'm going? Wait, where I'm going? Out of space where I'm going. Out of space where I'm going. I'll be up in the way. I'll be up in the way. I'll be up in the way. I'll be up in the way.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old and this is how I live United. I say retired but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show. I want to thank Freddie and Omar for coming in. We are in the last segment, the final segment of the show.
Hip stretch.
If you can, try to give a quick and dirty on your WTF.
Alright, my WTF is very quick, and I'm sorry for the serious note, but Ohio State, WTF! It's unbelievable that we continue to hear this story time and time again of major universities refusing to protect their athletes. And that's just the only thing. I don't understand it. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable that it happened for decades and that people that made a lot of money off these kids did nothing. Stop it!
Do you think Sandusky and Nasser and this guy were
Friends?
in cahoots and communicating about the stuff that they were
No, I
doing?
just think they're all creeps that are attracted to breeding grounds where there's no oversight.
Like, is there some
NCAA, Ohio
massive
State,
sexual abuse
stop busting
ring going on in
kids for
colleges?
selling their jersey when they haven't made a dime in their life, and bust these creeps that you keep hiring at your universities. Stop it! It's awful.
As if Ohio State hasn't had enough problems with
oh my gosh.
in their sports.
Yeah, rough time at Ohio State. Yet, you know what? In about 3 months, when they're busting heads on the football team, everybody outside will be, oh, age, right? And like, we're not gonna forget. Like, all right, you're gonna send your kid there. You're gonna send your kid to a school that.
Yep, sure will.
Sure will. He doesn't play football, probably. So, come on, Ohio State. I'm looking at you.
We got some good things coming up. I want to again thank Omar and Freddie for coming in and guesting. Next week, of course, is Memorial Day, so we will not be on the air. But in 2 weeks, we'll be back. He should be back in the studio. I am super hyped up about the Women's College Softball World Series. University of Arizona took the Tucson division.
Ooh.
Arizona's been just killing it. And as our fans know, I'm from Arizona, born and raised Tucson, and like how everyone gets together for like the March Madness and everything. Yeah, that's how the city does Women's College World Series.
That's
Is that in Omaha?
I don't think. No, is it in Omaha? I think so.
I was there a few weeks ago, and that stadium out there is
I've never been.
Amazing. It's an amazing stadium where they have the College World Series. It's
That's
massive.
awesome.
Massive. Like, the whole city is lit up because of it.
Let's go to Arizona. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him.
They're like 49-12 or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did
great season.
Oklahoma lose? I was watching that. I was trying to pay attention to that. I don't know.
Who did they play? UCLA? Was it?
They tied 1-1 last night. Oh, last night.
Oh, they were tied 1-1. Yeah. I know they lost. They dropped one to somebody.
I know UCLA lost, and they were like number 1 in the nation. They were 3 in the nation.
Yes, the Oklahoma
I do love the double elimination tournament.
The Oklahoma game, they won 1-1, and it was like a.
So they
had like a third game that they were trying to play to see who won.
Right, yeah, because it's double elimination, which I do like, and I like the regionals.
Yeah, so.
And good for UMBC. UMBC snuck in there, won the conference tournament. You know, they are the giant killers at that university.
UMBC snuck in a lot of tournaments this year.
I know. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. Basketball, women's softball, men's lacrosse. Yeah.
Go Terriers.
Yeah, go Terriers. They're turning the athletic program around.
So we like to end the show off on a feel-good moment, and I found a really good feel-good moment sticking in the world of baseball and women down there in Puerto Rico.
Love it already.
DM Malik Quiles. I just butchered her name.
That's all right.
But in Puerto Rico's top baseball league, she played first baseman.
Awesome. Awesome.
First female player in Puerto Rico's baseball.
Queen. I like it. That's awesome. How'd you do?
She went 0 for 2 in the first game of the doubleheader. Let's see. I can't find the stats on the second game though. But yeah, like they said, the stadium was packed. Everyone was stoked and excited.
Awesome.
So the girls just killing it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, so that's the show. We're gonna keep up with the NBA, and hopefully we'll do some Jabo extras because we got the layoff next week. But again, Omar, Freddie, big thank you for coming through, and Baltimore, spread love, yo.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mark. Oh yeah, my favorite. Oh my God, I almost forgot. Ooh, that was a good shot.
Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue, and she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Ooh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves. I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
First they love you, then it's hurt you. Leave with a play full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste of it, bad, burned, that fuck though. Remain strong through the past, so kicking haters out of the way like me.